Welcome to Pokemon Let's Play Retrospective. We are almost finished. Everything we have to do right now is just... Okay, this guy is giving you the item to explore the underground. I don't like the underground. Some people do. I wasn't born in an era where I had a bunch of friends with whom I could do these quests with. It doesn't even really matter. In this house is nobody. Why? Okay. I get it. We have to go back to Gemtown and unlock Power Park. It's really up to me, but it has to be done. Also, it's not dwell on that. We have to use repels because none of the encounters are really worth grinding. These kids are already finished. I grinded here already because I was not thinking that we would need to come back here. So if you want to transfer the Pokemon from Generation 3, you go through here, enter this building. There you see Professor Oak. We want Professor Oak to be gone here. Once you finish this side quest, you can transfer your Pokemon 6 at a time, once per day, and catch them. So what I used to do is, this is a pretty interesting thing and long time I haven't talked about this. And I'm actually doing this still on the real cartridges. All the trained worthy Pokemon from that might see still use and all my breed checks. I transfer to Generation 4 from 3. And also clone some items in the Battle Tower of Generation 3. You can clone 5 Pokemon at a time in Generation 3 in the Battle Tower, but you can clone as many items as you have Pokemon that can hold items in your boxes. You can just pick up the items, pick up the items, register to a team double battle where you to the closest lady in the battle tower, and there's 3 times you will be asked to press yes or no, and on this very last one, you soft reset. I think it's possible to do it in the second one. There you have the hard reset. And with hard reset I mean you click, you turn the game completely off and turn it on, but I haven't tried. A YouTuber Tamashi recommends doing that. I prefer soft resetting. You click once more, but it's much more comfortable, and I'm more used to do that. And now if we enter this building, Professor Oak should be here. And then you talk to Professor Oak. He talks about your Pokédex and grants you access to upgrades. Okay. Now, in this game you get 3 upgrades, I guess. Next thing he talks about are the legendary birds. Articuno, Zapdos and Moltres. Okay. As you can imagine, now you have, if you look, okay, Okay, if you look at the map now, you see 3 dots like you have seen when we tried to hunt Cresselia and Mesprit, and yes, they are roaming Pokemon. Really exciting. I think they are level 60, which is really high. They have pretty impressive moves for the encounter. I think they all have extra sensory, but they run away, so there's that. Before we catch them, do we something else? I think we can just fly to Bellstone City. And this generation, the legendary birds, what can we say about them? That hasn't been said in any of the previous Let's Play retrospectives. Zapdos is likely the best, Moltres is underrated, and Articuno sucks is usually what you would hear. Let's buy one flash, because we will need it for something really specific. And we don't have to worry too much if we kill the birds. I think I'm actually going to do that. How many balls do we have? For the first try, I think we can kill them. We have caught them already in the originals. I think this is the really first time you can really catch a Pokemon from an old generation again, as that isn't event exclusive. Like always, we go to Sand Gem Town. And set up the usual trick. Go here. And as you can imagine, we already, because there's 3 of them, encountering one of them pretty easy, and they have the standard gen for music. The Zapdos level 60, Zapdos is probably, like I said, the best one of them. It will run away, but we can use the time to talk about Zapdos. First, let's use Ice Beam to weaken it a bit before our next encounter. And we can decide whether we want to catch it or not when it comes back. But we managed to critical hit it, which is great. We don't need to worry about any of these. So Zapdos, as you can see, the appealing is it's an electric type. Electric flying types only one this generation. And it has unique properties that it's really surprisingly bulky. 90 HP, 85 defense and 90 special defense is nothing to laugh at. So physically defensive sets are no joke. You will rely on using Hidden Power Ice or Hidden Power Grass. You don't need Hidden Power Fire. Why? Because this generation it can learn Heat Wave paired Mewtwo. It can learn U-Turn. People teach it Toxic, Thunder Wave. It can learn Roost to heal up. And as its stab move, for a defensive set you probably use a Scald, Lava Plume of electric types, which is discharge, but it paralyzes 30% of the time. And if you want power, you use Thunderbolt. But Zapdos has 100 base speed, and 125 special attack. Usually the offensive sets are the more popular ones. Choice specs that obviously Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Flying is a thing, Hidden Power Ice is a thing, Rest Talk, U-Turn for pivoting out because U-Turn is really good this generation, so people use U-Turn on it. The Agility set is a thing. Zapdos has been seen with Baton Pass, but obviously this is a XD Gale of Darkness move, so you probably won't see it in normal play. Another thing to keep in mind when Zapdos is especially defensive sets, because it's so bulky, you can use physically defensive Zapdos, you can use specially defensive Zapdos, and I think we need to swap out to a Pokemon that is a little bit lower level, but now we'll risk that Pokemon to run away because it's faster. Another most Zapdos obviously has Asian Power, Extra Sensory, Anonymous Wind, Plug. You can set up your own rain and use Thunder, but obviously not many people will do that. Substitute charge set is possible, I think. But let's talk about the Pokemon of the hour. The worst one, which is Enu. Articuno, numero uno. We managed to outspeed it, which actually surprised me, but it will survive. I can tell it from instinctively. So the appeal of Articuno is a ice flying type. As you can imagine, that's coming with for defensively orientated ice type. That's not really pretty appealing, because instead of having massive special attack, it has 125 special defense and 100 defense and 90 HP. Its speed 85, attack 85 and 95 special attack are really good still. Moltres is faster, so I guess we will not be doing what we were doing, we used to, because level wise we are far higher and we are not using the Master Ball trick anymore. When you turn Ice Beam, Substitute, Roost, Toxic, Roar are things you will probably see on Moltres. It can learn Asian Power, it can learn Extra Sensory, it can learn Agility. Heal Bell is exclusive to Pokemon Gale of Darkness, so we can forget about that. Yeah. In-game you might want to use Sheer Cold Mind Reader, but it's really hard to set up. I used to think it's much more simple, but it's actually difficult. Another thing is Articuno obviously can learn Hidden Power if you want to use an offensive set, which Smogon itself doesn't recommend. You can still use Anonymous Wind. You can use Water Pulse for fire types, I guess. It can learn Signal Beam. I don't know what Signal Beam specifically hits, but Ice Beam doesn't. But it's an option. It can learn Air Cut. Why doesn't it learn Air Slash? I think Articuno's special move pool is worse than in this generation than in pretty much any other. generation despite gaining more moves. It has U-turn for utility, so we have something, I guess. Oh, we ran out of... what was it called? Repel. I think we can just put... Goku to the front. No, let's put Mesprit to the front because this is our legendary killer. We have everything we need to take down these these Pokemon. On the contrary, we have Moltres, which is the most middling legendary. Like Charizard, it's a fire flying type, but unlike Charizard, well, this generation not anymore. In the previous generations they had about the same coverage options. So Moltres with its massive offensive stats did better. 98 speed, 125 special attack. Yeah, it has the same special attack as Zapdos. Hold on. Let's get it down. Its move pool is also really much better than Articuno's. Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Air Slash, Hidden Power Grass, Roost, Extra Sensory, Asian Power, Toxic, Roost, Substitute. Yeah, it has still decent bulk with 90, 90, 85. And you can run a Sunny Day set obviously. Moltres does learn Solar Beam. If you transfer a Gale of Darkness one, it can have Morning Sun. Can we outspeed it? Yes, we can. So Sunny Day, Morning Sun is the thing, but you probably still use Roost. And Fire type moves under Sun hit massively hard. This one has survived, right? We could technically try to catch this, but we don't need more Fire type. I'm gonna be honest, and like we did with Articuno, I think we will kill it. Also, being a Fire type means Moltres learns Will-O-Wisp. I don't know if you want to use the attacking options, physically attacking options, but they are there. As Smogon hasn't recommended any U-turn because Stealth Rock is a thing and pivoting is not that good this generation. For it, it can also learn Roar if you want to use a Pressure Stole set, but you can use, reasonably speaking, U-turn on a Choice Bags or Choice Scarf set. And with this we pretty much covered all the legendary birds. They are led by Lugia, lore-wise speaking, but honestly I'm starting to question if that's really the case, because the only reason we associate the legendary birds with Lugia is because of the second Pokemon movie, and because Ho-Oh revives the legendary beasts, and the legendary birds had no masters, so it had to be Lugia. And here the Moltres or whatever ran away to another route, which is disappointing. So encountering is this things that if you encounter a Pokemon that they run, the birds just run away. really awful, to be honest. What shiny hunters do is just encounter all the birds, takes them down, I think, one after another, until and hope one of them is shiny, and if not, they soft reset and do it from the beginning. And if they find a shiny, they catch the shinies, they kill the others, and then save, do the Pokemon League, and then they repeat the procedure. If I remember correctly. As Moltres, we one-hit KO it with anything we have. We can just Energy Ball here for the star points. I think I will do that. Moltres has viability in OU. It's perfectly usable, but if you want to use a fire type, there's quite competition. As Heatran, the best fire type, you have Infernape, the ultimate defensive wall breaker, perfectly. I don't know if there's any other fire types in OU, but fires are pretty common coverage on many things. Unlike pretty much all the dragon types that are viable that are legal in OU, because all fully evolved dragon types are at least UU, either banned or, you know, OU. So you have Dragonite, you have Flygon. Kingdra cannot learn fire type moves, but Hidden Power Fire Kingdra is not a rarity. Yeah, but obviously Moltres brings unique properties with its pressure store set, decent speed, and impressive enough move pool, I guess. It's really hard to say what Moltres offers over Heatran specifically. It can pivot, I guess, and it hits really hard without setup. But it still has certain weaknesses that get easily exploited. So that's Articuno will be quite agonizing to hunt down, I feel. I hope we can get it down here soon enough. Okay, we got it. Now we just need to encounter it before it disappears from the map. If we... okay, we got it. There she is. And again, this is our range, so we can just use Energy Ball and finish it off. Energy Ball! And thanks for watching, and we will see each other next time. Goodbye.